Okay, so as I've explained to you previously, Metallica bought the rights to this movie, Johnny Got His Gun, so that they could make this music video. And just tell me when you want to stop, or just hit the space bar, and we can pause and talk about anything that you want to talk about. And like you said, it sounds like it might be a political message. I mean, this isn't your first time hearing the song, but it might be your first time listening to the song.
Father, I need help.
What is democracy? What is democracy?
Got something to do with young men killing each other, I think.
When it comes to my
You're not a fan of hard music
you
normally.
want me to go?
For democracy,
You like
any man
Homer
give
Jetler
his
music.
only begotten son.
So
I
far,
don't
like
feel-
the musical
I
tone of the
don't
music.
feel anything. It's just a kind of
Do you like the intro or?
yeah, sad, some little bit still sad and gloomy, I guess.
Okay. Kind of sets the tone for the rest of the song, I would say. So the song is interconnected with the movie. So it's like to understand one is kind of to understand the other. Couldn't get the other set of the headphones to work, so. But I've heard the song many times. So. If you want the lyrics while you're read along.
They were talking.
Oh yeah, the talking part's from the movie.
Yeah, but because of their guitar sound,
You couldn't understand what they're
cannot
saying.
hear you very well.
I just went ahead and chopped off everything. Oh God, please make them hear me.
So when I was listening to it in the car and singing along and that hold my breath as I wish for death, that was the part that you were like, oh my gosh, what are you listening to here? What kind of devil music is this? But it, from the context of the song, does it make a little bit more sense now, or do you still not get it yet, or
So
from what you've listened to so
So
far?
I don't know if he just cannot see anything or he lost his names.
Okay.
So if he just lost his eyesight and then makes him wish to die, then I think that's too much.
Okay. Well, let's listen to a little bit more and see if it clears things up for you.
Won't listen. They won't hear me. Hear me.
Back in the womb, it's much too real. It pumps life that I must feel, but can't look forward to reveal. Look to the time when I live, fed to the dude that sticks in me, just like a wartime novelty, tied to machines that make me be. Cut this life off from me. Hold my breath as I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me.
Like a piece of meat.
All right. So did the second verse do anything for you, or clear anything up?
So I had coworker
Yeah.
who had the tube on her body for she can eat, but she had to use tube to take stuff out from her body.
Okay.
So I think I still don't know. He cannot see well. He has to eat through the tube.
Okay. I think you're ahead of where we're at.
No. And then that tied to machine that makes him
Yeah.
to keep alive. So he just wants to die.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you think musically? Is it well arranged, or is it what you expected from the band Metallica?
I don't know what their themes.
They're heavy metal.
Heavy metal's theme is always gloomy and sad,
Not
or
always.
sex and drugs,
No.
and or
It can be anything.
women,
It can be anything.
whatever. Okay.
It's like all other music. It can be anything. But
Why? Okay, so this person lives a maybe miserable life, and
yeah.
why it has to be sung?
I don't know. It's
You guys don't like to
So-
be,
So actually, I do know. So Metallica as a band came into their own in the 80s, right? And so when they were children and growing up in their teenage years, the Vietnam War was like a very present and dangerous thing, right? So so it influenced their feelings on war specifically, and this song is definitely a commentary on war, and I'll let you listen to some more, and we'll see what else is going on, and don't forget to look at the music video and try and like those.
It won't always be like this, will it?
I can't live like this. I can't. Please, no, I can't. I can't. Help me. Somebody help me. Mother, where are you? Help me, Mother. I'm having a nightmare and I can't wake up.
Me lying here like some freak carnival show.
Here's the honest, legless wonder of the 20th century.
Too loud for you? fast?
I know your reaction on this song.
Yeah.
Are you excited and are you happy while you're listening somebody?
I like the music. The music is very, very.
Okay, somebody's sad life that wish to die. I think it makes you're the person.
Our business to bring a wire between the two houses so you can tell it
You know?
to each other. You'll remember the Morse code.
It's a. I like the artistry of the song. I would say, and I like the composition. Musical composition is very good.
Seriously,
Yeah.
It's Morse code.
I cannot call it music.
Why?
Music has do you know music theory stuff? Like it has to, I don't know in English. It has to have a harmony. It has to have like what do re mi, which do
So-
and something some
So
other.
maybe part of what they're doing is challenging what people say music is and musical theory.
It's just like a sounds like TV makes noise.
So that's supposed to sound like a machine gun.
Yeah, I know. It just sounds like a gun stuff. But do you call it music? No. you gun making noises in music?
I
It's
call it
not
music. And I don't think it's fair for you to not call it music if a group of people do enjoy it as music.
So you should know. You should learn music theories and some music stuff. Then you will know heavy metal is not a music. I mean the
Oh my
sound
God.
wise. It is not. It's very irregular.
Because it's chaotic.
Yeah, it's chaotic. The sound doesn't have any harmonies. And
So it's not tradition. It's not what you would traditionally classify as music because it's chaotic in its rhythm sometimes.
and plus you listening this music like a gun sound and you know that chaotic sound, but then you enjoying it with the depressing lyrics. I don't know what kind of people likes it.
So you don't. I mean, Beethoven made sad songs.
Yeah,
You know,
but they
and
has
people
a
enjoy that,
There
you
has
know.
a harmony, right?
This has harmony too.
Yeah.
It's because you're unable to hear it.
No, so you should know.
You're not listening to it. You don't have the headphones in.
I do.
It's too loud for you.
Yeah, look, you don't hear?
I can hear.
Even though I put it away from my ear, makes it. And then, yeah, okay. So they tried to deliver the message of the soldier who wounded from the war,
Yeah.
and that just to made him lost his life or his word. But
Yeah. So
people, I just don't like the people's reaction. They are like, crazy, yeah, with that lyrics.
yeah. So okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. So back to our discussion. So the music video itself. Do you think it went well with the music?
뭐가?
The music video and the music. Do you think they meshed well?
Yeah.
Okay. And you get that it's not that he just lost his vision. He lost his vision, his hearing, his ability to speak. He had no arms, no legs. Like he says, you know, if I had legs, I could run away. If I had a voice, I could keep I could keep company with myself. You know. So he's basically cut off from everything except himself. And the idea behind that is just truly frightening. And I mean, and that's something that I think about when I think of this song and why it's good, because it makes me think of something that I probably never would have considered before. That, you know, to be like that, you're trapped with your own mind, and it would drive you insane, most likely. And I mean, and he prays to God for death. And in the music video, he obviously learns, or he knows Morse code from when he was a child. So he definitely uses the Morse code to convey the fact that he wants to die. He doesn't want to live like that. Now, you know, people will oftentimes say, "Oh man, if I couldn't walk, I'd just kill me because I don't want to live." Or if I couldn't see, I wouldn't want to live. Now, I don't think I've ever heard you say anything like that. But is there a situation that you wouldn't want to go on living if you couldn't do something? Like, if you couldn't walk, would you want to continue living? Or would you want to be put out of your misery, so to speak?
If I cannot eat or
The joy of eating.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
because joy of eating.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I mean, at what point do we put people out of their misery? Like, there's that old, the horse goes lame and they shoot it. We don't do that with people. We nurse them and I think especially in modern culture, we focus on an abundance or an amount of life, and not necessarily the quality of that life. So we look at the quantity of life over the quality of life. So people would rather live strapped to a bed in a nursing home for 20 years than to be than to die that 20 years earlier as fully functioning people. Or even with cancer, people will grasp at any straw to live or to try and cure the cancer, and in doing so they put themselves in a position where their last months and years on life are just absolutely miserable. But they don't consider taking pain medication and not trying to fight it and just being able to live out a much shorter amount of time, but in a much happier state. And that's kind of why I like this song, is it makes me think of stuff like that. It makes me consider things. It's much smarter than, happy-go-lucky song where somebody's talking about their boyfriend loves them or something like that. Some pop music stuff that isn't very smart to put it to put it loosely, So this music, it makes you think. It makes you consider, what are they saying? What are they trying to say? What do they make me want to feel? Is the lyrics are trying to make me feel one way? Is the music also trying to make me feel that way, or is it trying to make me feel something different? Because sometimes they do want to throw a different vibe at you, right? But it's a very interesting song, and like I said, it's an anti-war song, most likely influenced by them growing up in the Vietnam era.
okay. But if you want, if it's deep, it's a kind of deep, it requires a deep thoughts about life and wars. But then why you listening and feel excited?
It's not really exciting. Because the drums are just amazing.
I know, but you said it sounds like a guns.
So
and it's not the video games that you're enjoying, and it's about somebody's life who got damaged by war.
But it's,
and then you are like yeah.
So
I'm
they're
like, what?
So they're able to package this super deep, complex thought process into a song that has musical qualities that brings you back to listen to it over and over and over, and gets you into the music and gets you singing the lyrics. And I mean, sure, some people will sing the lyrics and not think about them, but Metallica's genius is they're getting you to think about stuff with music. Music is like the introduction into this more complex way of thinking. So, overall, if you had to give it a rating, 1 out of 10 kimchi jars. How many kimchi jars would you give it?
I mean, music as it is. I mean, I'm not really heavy metal type of person, and I don't really care about listening, message like words and wounded soldiers, feelings and stuff through the music. So I mean, I cannot rate it. It's not my type of music.
I can foresee people not agreeing with you in the comment section.
Huh?
If people see this, I can foresee people not agreeing with you in the comment section.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, go back to your country, and I will get all the negative comments.
No, don't tell her to go back to her country, because what country are you a citizen of?
I don't want to mention it.
She's a citizen here, so if you tell her to go back to her country, she doesn't have to move. But they're probably gonna suggest songs that they think you'll like.
Oh, can you mosaic my face on the video so that nobody knows how I look like? Because I don't want to be thrown at eggs or water bottles on the streets.
No, trust me. Trust me.
I'm sure Metallica is huge in America. And
trust me.
they will feel like offended.
I don't feel like a lot of people are going to see this.
No.
And if they do, then they're not going to recognize you.
I need some stick on the face.
I can probably mosaic your face.
Yeah, mosaic my face. Maybe
to protect you from the Metallica fans.
identities, yes. And then you need to cover your face too.
No, my face is already on videos. So
Yeah, you first year.
all right. Well, yeah. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you have some songs that you think she'll like, or if you just want to hear her opinion on some songs you know she'll hate, let me know, and I'll
I don't
I'll put her through this again.
I don't want to hear a lot of noisy music, and I don't want to listening all the horrible lyrics. So
all right. Like and subscribe and all that.
Okay.